For this video I am using a gelish lookalike LED lamp. I am using a clear tip on my practice finger. First apply your bonder gel. As you can see, this one is LED UV curable. Apply a small amount on the entire nail surface. You can brush it on very easily, just like that. And now this step is optional. You can use a clean brush to remove excess bonder of the nail plate and make sure it's evenly on the nail. Cure for 30 seconds. The next step is using your cover pink gel. This one is pink number 2. It's a nice pink tone for a classic French manicure. I'll be using the reverse method. Pick up a scoop with your brush and I will show you what will happen when you are using a little bit of gel, so not enough for the entire nail plate. That's not a problem. Start at the cuticle area and with circular motions apply the gel. Make sure you are not using the same technique as for acrylics. You do not want to dab it onto the nail. That will cause bubbles. Apply the second scoop and evenly distribute it all over the nail. Make sure the gel gets time to settle with the first scoop on the nail. Don't be afraid if your nail isn't perfect, because you can file and use a clear gel in the end to make sure the surface is clean and smooth. As you can see, I'm already trying to make a smile line here. Make sure the thickest part is where the smile line begins. You want this arch for strength. Most people, when using the reverse method, will let the product flatten towards the surface, and that's important too. But where the smile line begins, that's most of the time a very delicate point of the nail. So make sure it's thick enough. Also, that this will prevent that there's a gap between the white and the pink. Cure for 1 minute in your LED lamp. Now I'm cleaning with a brush to make sure the smile line is sharp and neat. A clean brush is simply a brush wipe between a nail wipe. I'm not very fond of using a lot of alcohol, so I'm just using the wipe itself. The next step is using the white. And I have to say, I'm not a fan of this white gel. I'm using a dotting tool to apply the white. Why I'm not a fan? I'm used to Young Nails gel, and you can apply one thick scoop of white and cure it in 30 seconds. I will do a review about that one, I promise. IBD gels, well, that's not possible. You really have to cure it in 2 layers, and believe me, I've tried to cure it in 1 layer, but that just won't work. The product in the middle will be fluid, so it will not be cured. So 2 layers, apply it with the dotting tool. And because of the reverse method, it's very easy to apply. You already know where to put it. The only thing with this gel it's not self-leveling, well, maybe after a long time. So I'm using the dotting tool to make sure that it's evenly on the nail tip. Now I'm using a clean brush to clean up the smile line where necessary. To be honest, it's not really necessary on this nail. But maybe if you accidentally messed up, you know what to do now. And as you can see, it's not a very clean nail yet, but that's okay. We'll work towards it. As long as the smile line itself is crisp and clean. Cure for 1 minute. And like I said, that's a shame in my opinion. Alright, second coat. So you already have cured for a minute to cure 1 coat of white, and now you will have to apply a second coat of white and cure that one for 1 minute as well. And like I said before, the Young Nails white sculpture, so that's a thick gel as well. It will be cured in just 30 seconds, and I'm preferring the gel structure as well. So it's not hard to guess which brand I'm recommending for the French. Just make sure the white is evenly on the nail surface. And just pick up some more if it's necessary. Now again, come in with your clean gel brush to clean up the smile line if necessary. Then cure for another minute. Our next step is applying clear gel. Not the Builder one, I have that one as well, but it was too thick for the final step. So I bought this one hoping it would be more self-leveling, but unfortunately it isn't as self-leveling as I was hoping. But that's okay. You've got your nail. 1 nail bed, 2 coats of white, and now we will apply some clear gel to smoothen out the area. And the first step is just simply applying it as a polish. So a nice even coat. You do not have to cure yet. And now I'm picking up another scoop and I'm applying it to the stress area. I'm not dabbing into it because I do not want any bubbles. Just smoothing it out all over the nail bed. And you want to make sure the thickest part of the nail is in the middle of the nail bed because that's where the stress area is. but if you have correctly applied your nail bed, it will be a bit thicker already in the middle, so you do not need to put a lot of gel on the nail. And as you can see, it is smoothing out already. Make sure to put enough gel on the side walls, because else it will still miss some strength. After curing, the first thing I notice is that the clear gel has yellowed my white, and I'm not sure if you can see it on video, but I'm showing the back of another tip I've done before, and maybe you can see the difference, but the new one is really yellow comparing to the other. So if you really want a clear gel that is not yellowing your white underneath, then this is not the gel product for you. Clean with a nail wipe, and I'm getting out the tip to file to make sure I'm not ruining my own nails, because with the practice finger the tip is likely to come out, well, at least when I'm using it. Simply file to make sure the surface is smooth. And I'm using a banana file. That's the best shape for it. So you will save the cuticles of yourself, of your clients. So make sure you leave in the arch, because you do not want to lose the strength, and that there are no gaps or bumps in the nail. File the side walls. And now I'm using a sponge file, 100 grit, 180 grit. I'm using the 180 grit side right now to smoothen out the nail bed. I bought them on eBay. I can really recommend the file. Let's put that one back. And IBD has got a sealer gel, but when I bought these gels, they didn't have an LED sealer gel, so I didn't want a sealer gel to use in a regular UV lamp. So I'll be using the Dry Armor from Gelish. Apply coats. One finished nail. Look at the upper arch. That's okay. It's not perfect, but I was working upside down, so please give me some credits. Will I recommend this product? Well, to be quite honest, I think they're okay, especially the cover gels are in nice shades. So as you can see, a very pink one, but I also have more like a peach one, and that looks okay, but the white really disappoints me, and the clear yellowing, really, I'm not sure if it's noticeable on video, but trust me, it's yellowing. I think that's a shame for a very professional product. So I prefer the young nails, and I will do another review about them so you can see why. So this is the final result. I hope you enjoyed it, and if you have questions, please leave a comment and I will try to answer as soon as possible. Bye bye.